Hey everybody, welcome to BTC for Dummies. This is Will. I'm coming to you today with a special episode. We're going to talk about rug pulls. We're going to talk about Haley Welch, the Hawk Tuah girl of instant fame and success. And we're going to go through this almost 7-minute video of a Spaces where CoffeeZilla, who's a YouTube journalist, talks to Haley just a little, but mostly over here and Doc Hollywood, who I guess were managing this ICO with / for Haley. Those details are a little unclear to me, so if you know them, feel free to clarify them in the comments for me. I'd love to hear. But I kind of just wanted to listen to this with you guys because it's some of the most ridiculous 6.5 minutes I've ever heard. So I wanted to do a bit of a reaction video on my second time going through it and see what you guys think. So let's listen to this. Let's big screen this big boy. And here is the Hawk truth from the Spaces last night with Haley Welch herself, CoffeeZilla, and kind of her management team.
One of the most miserable, horrible launches I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, then why the fuck are you on?
I've been
One of the greatest starts to any clip I've ever heard, by the way. Unfucking believable from Haley Welch. Spitfire, that one.
Placing it on chain for a while. You guys generated over $1 million in fees while y'all's fans got rug pulled. There was snipers, but there was also insider trading directly linked to y'all's creator account. What are you guys doing?
No. That's not true.
That is true. That's a fact.
No, it's not.
Well, it's a fact, and you can see it on chain. So
Yeah, we know. We trust me. We were there. We could answer that.
you know about the insider trading?
No, there's no insider trading. That's why we can answer it.
Okay, so there's tokens going directly from the main account.
CoffeeZilla, just chill for a second.
And then it's getting sold for $50K. Who is that?
We're going to pause there for 1 second. It looks like Doc Hollywood is trying to almost vilify CoffeeZilla and tell him to chill out. But I totally think CoffeeZilla is right for going at him here. Just so you know.
Definitely not us. You think we're doing this for $50K? Yeah, fucking right. Talking to the wrong guy. You're used to these bullshit scammers out here. Not us. Now, we had...
That's what everyone says, by the way.
Listen, doesn't matter. No, I'm not everyone. There was a strategic allocation, right, through a foundation. Every single one of those was signed through a SAFT. The deployer wallet, you've heard of a strategic allocation or a private
How much
sale.
did y'all get doing a pre-sale? How much did y'all make?
It's not that
Selling
we
out
made.
your fans. So
Over
other
here,
people
can you give
dump on your fans.
Hold on, CoffeeZilla, take a chill pill, brother.
So
Listen,
Y'all just
see-
rug pulled a bunch of people. What are
No,
you
there's
talking-
no rug. We're here every single day. There's no rug pulled, and it's not done by us. Yes, snipers sniped it up to an
It is a rug pull.
insane market
No,
cap.
no, it's
and
not
dumped
just
it.
snipers.
That was not us.
Not
That
just
was
that,
listen.
you know that.
Listen, no. I'm telling you the truth.
And y'all made millions on fees from this little scheme.
There's not a.
Oh, I'm sure that's not you getting those fees, right?
not a
Who's making
scheme.
the money
It's
on
not
the
a-
fees?
it's
Who's
not a
making
scheme.
millions of dollars on fees from this rug pull?
That's not a scheme. That's the
Who's making
project. So we
fees?
can keep this thing going for years. Okay.
That's the project. Famous crypto words, if I've ever heard them. Absolutely ridiculous from these clowns.
That's how do you think? There's so many expenses.
Who makes the money on the fees? Someone just made over $1 million on fees. Who made it?
First of all, the fees were there with Meteora pools, and that goes to the creator, right?
Which is who? Who does that who does that belong to?
That belongs to the project, right?
Who's the project? Who is the project?
Well, the project is over here. Haley.
The project is over here. This is my favorite. So he says project is Haley
Welch, right? And
How much does Haley Welch own?
This is Haley Welch's project.
So she owns all of it.
CoffeeZilla.
Did she just make $1 million on fees on a rug pull?
Do you know how much it costs for lawyer fees to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands?
Okay, I wanted to pause it right there. Do you know how much lawyer fees are to create a foundation in the Cayman Islands, a known tax haven with lovely beaches that used to house SBF and his gaggle of FTX execs? Okay? If I ever heard of a I just can't believe you said that. I can't believe you said Cayman Islands on the spaces. Oh my gosh, dude, are you absolutely kidding? Do you know how much it costs to set up a money laundering scheme in one of those pretty small islands down there? I mean, come on, CoffeeZilla. That's what it sounds like from this guy. Unreal.
To hire directors, you think this stuff pays for itself? Right?
So y'all wanted to make the money on day one? I don't understand. I'm just asking.
We're here every single day.
Billions of
day
dollars
one,
fees from the
day
rug.
2, day 3. You know, this is how you run a project forever. Is you have to fund that. First of all, over here can speak to the extensive amount of work and time and people that are on this project. Over here has around 18 people working on this right now as we speak. This is not a small time type of nothing. We're really trying to do something here and not just do it for one day and do it for 2 days like you're used to.
So who made the money? You haven't answered the question. Who made the money? How much did Haley Welsh make of that million, 1.8 million?
It's a foundation that is running this project.
How much does she own of it?
It's a foundation. She owns 0 of the foundation.
So y'all made the money?
No, I don't own the foundation either. A foundation in the Cayman Islands.
Who profited? Over $1 million was just made.
I'm telling you, a foundation that pays people out. And by the way,
a foundation that pays people out in the Cayman Islands that he won't say the owners. That's just super interesting. It's just a foundation. It's just this foundation out there in the ether, floating in foundation space, where foundations are like air and can become water, but have no owner, for they are with the earth. What kind of nonsense is this guy talking, dude? What a jackknob.
CoffeeZilla, I'm not asking you, questions that are irrelevant to the most important stuff that you said. Who cares where fees go? It goes to bills.
When you're charging 15%,
it goes to accounts. It goes to directors.
You're charging 15% of the rug pool, and you're profiting from the rug pool.
There's no rug pool because we didn't pull a rug. I don't know what you're trying to say. It's not true. That's defamation.
Doc, do the math. Do the math.
Defamation. You're saying that we pulled a rug.
He's saying that they didn't pull a rug, but you can see here. Let me see if I can find it. I don't want to lose this video. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. I want you to see this address cluster. It should be on here momentarily. Address cluster. Address cluster. Basically, it's kind of a heat map of the clustered wallets. Let's see if I do cluster. I don't know how to search this stuff here. Boom. Got it. Nice. So this is the cluster of wallets, okay? So when they're saying, look, didn't disappoint, 96% of the supply in one cluster, got it for basically no money, owned almost 100% of the supply so they could freaking dump on their community. So it is a freaking rug. Let's continue.
No rug pull. 3%. You're defaming our character. It's bullshit.
You just talk over me. You talk over me.
I'm hearing bullshit. So why?
No,
why
you're not. You're talking over me. Let me just lay out your tokenomics. You guys released 3% to the Meteora pool, while you have 17% of the token allocation unlocked day 1 from your strategic allocation. Are you guys insane? What do you guys think exactly is going to happen when your insiders get sent their tokens? And by the way, who made the money from your 17% pre-sale while you're giving a tiny piece of the pie to the public? Like, what the hell? This is the worst tokenomics I've ever seen, and it is a scam.
It's not a scam.
The tokenomics are a scam. That's my opinion. You can say whatever you want about it. You can cry defamation. That's my opinion. It's a scam.
Well,
and I only do this for a living. I've only seen 1 million of these projects.
So who pays you, CoffeeZilla? Let's try.
That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite parts of this whole thing, when Doc Hollywood turns it around on CoffeeZilla. This is the best.
Your wallet.
Turn it around. Turn it around.
Over here, why don't you tell CoffeeZilla what we're doing with this project?
You. Where did the fees go? Where did the money for the pre-sale tokens go? Why did y'all unlock day one so people could dump on Haley Welsh's fans? And how involved was she really? And how much?
CoffeeZilla gets muted.
I just got muted.
Yeah, so I mean, like we as mentioned, like we raised a 17% strategic allocation that was done at a $16.69 million valuation. We tried to kind of keep that.
It was raised at a $16 million valuation. The market cap of the coin at its peak last night was $490 million, and 12 hours later, it was $22 million. For context here.
As decentralized as possible. Like we tried to basically, we spent a lot of time going person by person at the start, trying to raise, 5K checks, obviously the restriction there was, we discussed this extensively with a lot of different people in the space. As mentioned, I've been in the space myself for over 10 years.
I that was one of the craziest 6.5 minutes of any spaces I've ever seen. I really want to give CoffeeZilla kudos for laying it on thick. They totally deserve it. And that's the thing, is like they can try to lie on these spaces, but like we know, you're just lying. And actually, I said that we'd hear from Haley in this clip, but we don't. We don't hear from her at all. There was
one of the most.
Sorry, there was one clip where she basically just bounces. She cuts someone off and says, "Anywho, I'm going to sleep," and then leaves the spaces. This is some of the most wild stuff I've ever seen, and I don't know if I have no idea if Haley is going to be in trouble. I have no idea. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know. But this looks really bad for her. It's terrible for the fans who lost money on this. I can only imagine how much money was lost, and it's just like absolutely awful to see. Look at this. Sorry, I didn't mean to scroll through that. It's just a big rug pull. It's just an absolute rug pull, and the fact that they would try to claim anything different is straight crazy. I imagine more news will be coming out about this. I don't know if we've heard from Haley. Let's actually see what we got here from Haley Welsh. Let's go straight to the. Oh no, she spells it some other freaking way. Yeah, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Pinned. So 21 hours. Okay, so the last post from Haley Welsh was 21 hours ago, and it was a repost of Over Here, who was like the last person trying to explain like the capital raise and the distribution structure of the tokenomics and all that sort of stuff. That's these people. And so her post was 21 hours ago, and it reads, "There has been a wild amount of FUD circulating. Let us explain. The main piece going around X is the 96% cluster seen on bubble maps, which shows Hawk tokens being sent by deployer address to related addresses according to the tokenomics that was published. The other 3% was seeded into Metoria LP and burned 300 million Hawk plus 2,600 Sol, 1.2 million USD. We also seeded 0.3% into a Radium pool. Haley's team has sold absolutely no tokens whatsoever. Haley's team has 10% allocation, which is locked for 1 year, invested over 3 years. The rest of the tokens are distributed into different wallets as according to the tokenomics." Maybe that's the devil in these details here. Well, it looks like there's been no other details about this I don't know if Haley knew this was the case. I mean, maybe I could see that Haley thought that this 10% allocation, maybe she had 10% equity in a future Hawk Tua business over years. You know, maybe that's what she thought she was building, and these marketing guys sniped it or did something. I don't know these types of things. I don't know the goings on internally. But judging by the chart, judging by these clusters, and judging by the total dumpage from the top, pushing this back from $490 million market cap to $22 million in 12 hours, I mean, it's very suspect, guys. It's extremely suspect. A lot of people have been doing this here.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk to it. Spit on that thing.
The hawk is the green.
Oh, you gotta.
The hawk is the green gains, and the Tua is it crashing into oblivion. Pretty wild. Anyway, stay away from meme coins, especially by celebrities. Understand tokenomics. If you don't understand tokenomics, don't buy the meme coin. Please, guys, just don't buy the stuff, okay? I don't want to see anybody risking life savings over some nonsense. That's what I wanted to cover today. If anything else comes out, or when anything else comes out, I'll be sure to kind of digest it and tell you guys. Wanted to share this. Thanks. Bye.